Hey everybody, welcome to another video. Now this is going to be an update to the My Security series that I've been doing. So every time I change a little something or something like that, that's important, I'll throw an update out there for you guys. So you know what I was using before, and companies have made a couple changes and removed some features like Kingsoft removed their malware protection, and with this setup you don't need Panda anymore. I've done, I don't know, like a month's worth of testing, and I had it set up this way with Panda included, and it never came into the picture once. So this is what I've been running on my computer. It's light, non-intrusive, and I've had no issues with it at all. So first off, I have been running different DNS servers, and I've been layering different security companies together to give me the best protection possible. So the DNS servers that I've been running are the Norton servers. So if you go to your network and sharing connection center, adapter settings, right click, properties. I'm just showing this for people who don't know how to set these up. Right click on TCP/IP4 properties, and these are the settings I've been using. These are the servers. If you want to, pause the video and change your stuff, it's up to you. And I'm still using Komodo Internet Security. The settings are stateful, safe mode, enabled, configuration. I'm going to go through some of the settings real quick. I have automatically quarantine threats, heuristics low. In manual scanning, I forgot to turn this on, is I enable cloud scanning and tick it up to medium. Scheduled scanning, that's fine. Exclusions, that's fine. I don't run any scheduled scans because I scan it myself. Let's see here. In the firewall, I turn off the do not show pop-up alerts. I turn off the trust connect because I don't need them. I leave everything else just as you see it. Defense Plus. This is how I leave it. I only change the sandbox level to restricted, and everything else is just like this. When I installed Komodo, I also installed Komodo Dragon because I'm using a Chromium browser, and this is part of the security as a as my new browser instead of, there's a new version, I'll update to the newest one, instead of Firefox or Internet Explorer. Let's see. We'll wait for this to download, and I'll install the newest version. So I'll just pause here real quick while I install the latest one. Okay, the one thing I do is just to double up on the DNS. I haven't tested this out, so let's test this out now. I'm gonna set to use the secure DNS servers in Dragon only. So let's see how that works. If it doesn't work too well, then we'll know that we won't use them and we'll just leave them alone. But if I can get away with using the Komodo DNS servers because they've integrated Site Inspector, and that checks out fairly quickly sites for known infections or exploits, and get it to work with the Norton ones, it's even better. And that also doesn't give us any load on our system. It's all done on the back end on the servers. So if you go to settings here, I think I know where they put the setting for it. It would be right here. So we'll see how it works during testing. And the last thing that I run is the AVG, the new version, the link scanner. Now this does really help with exploits, and now there's a couple of extra things in there. It's really light on my system. show you here. This is my system here, and this is where it's sitting. 7 megs. Very, very light. I have not noticed any issues with it. There are a couple of things that I changed. I don't accept some things. I go to a custom install. I wanted to show you guys how I install it. I don't install any additional languages, and I just install these two. I turn both of these off, and now it has to download the main application and some updates. So what I'll do is I'll pause and I'll wait for it to finish downloading. Alright, after it's done downloading, I uncheck the participating and product improvement, all that, hit finish, and it's installed. Now what I'm trying to do with these is mitigate online threats, because residential protection from Komodo is excellent. So what I'm trying to do is basically keep a lot of the threats that can come in through the online world easily, keep them away from the user while not having anything to really interfere. So I'm going to check for updates. Okay, it's updated, and everything is pretty much up and running. So let's go to our memory usage here. Okay, so we got AVG running at 7, and Komodo right now is running a little high, but it actually settles out fairly low. Where is it? You can see on my system it's like 7. So you want to give it a little time, it tends to settle out. And that's it, really. That's all I got. I got Java and stuff installed in here. Alright, so just instinctively I click on that when I do my tests. So we will use Komodo Dragon for the test, and I'm just going to use the most generic website to get as many links as we can. As you can see, the AVG Do Not Track is installed. That's the newest add-on, and also Safe Search is installed. Okay, there's options for AVG Do Not Track. Also, you can actually change a couple different things. You can enable all. I'm just going to leave it stock. So everybody knows this one. And what we're going to do is see how many we can pick up here. Okay, and that was detected by Komodo. These are all exploit kits. That's really what I want to show you guys. See if we can actually get any of these to work. Maybe a Java exploit kit or something like that. I'll let that work around in the background. Let's go to a different one. Okay, so you can see that AVG link scanner, black hole exploit kit. Okay, and this one was actually blocked by Dragon. So let's see what happens if we proceed anyway. Okay, and it was detected by, okay, and once again blocked. lot of these look like they're dead. Alright, let's go down a little more. Okay, that one's not working. That's the same one. Okay, detected by Komodo. Okay, a phishing site. And that one was detected also. Okay, so from what I think is these alerts are a weird combination. I'm not sure if these are Google's alerts or if there's a combination, because I know Google is also using, or Komodo DNS is using Google Analytics to supplement for security, not only their own things. So what we're going to do is we're going to test some more of these, and then we're going to turn off the built-in DNS and see if what the Norton DNS does for us. Another exploit. Alright, so far nothing yet. Okay, these are dead. That one's apparently dead also. Alright, so now let's go in here and turn this off. Maybe I have to restart. Let me restart. Not .org, .com. Alright, let's go down here. A lot of these seem to be dead. Let's go on to another page here. That's the issue with using this website. Okay. A lot of dead links, which is unbelievably annoying. But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some links from another website that I know are fresh. Okay, so this one was blocked by Norton DNS. Now let's just for the GP Fido. Alright, let's do a test now. I actually haven't done this yet, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. Alright, second page, let's reopen up. I want to see if these can play, if these two DNSs can play together. Okay, that's weird. It's a weird display. It shows the Norton one, but okay, it's a little confusing. life exploit. That's what that one was. Which is not doing anything. Black hole exploit kit. Alright, so these warnings are straight up from Chrome, from Google. Okay. And that one was blocked. See, a lot of these can't run because Chrome runs really well. And that one was blocked. So as you can see, AVG is actually doing something. It's not just sitting in the background for no reason. And so far they've all been blocked. Any EXEs or anything like that that download have been blocked. By Komodo. By the AV. Alright, so let's try turning this off. 16 here. I want to see if there's any weird interactions between. Oops. I know it looks kind of annoying, and it might be if you watch me. But I want to see if there's any weird interactions. I'll have to test that myself, actually. You guys can test it out too and let me know how it works if you run both of them. Okay, so here's one that was blocked, facebook.exe. Okay, we're on the Facebook, sorry. By Norton. Where'd it go? This one. That's interesting. It looks like they do interfere. Well, that being the case, let's not do that. So it looks like the browser completely bypasses the DNS settings of the computer. So there's really no way to make them coexist too well together. Well, nice thought. Alright, we'll run a couple more here. Alright, this one's trying to run a Java exploit. Tell you right now. I don't know if it'll work in Chrome, but we shall see. I highly doubt it will. Yeah, it's not going to work in Chrome. That's just a security that, you know, basically any Chromium browser offers you. Alright, so you can see that online, it's very hard just to get an infection with this setup. I mean, we have yet to find something that even wasn't detected by the AV. Alright, so you can see how this is set up. And now we'll just, because I didn't do a review about the latest version of Komodo, which was 5.10.2253, well, I guess I'll just kind of do it now. So what I did is I grabbed some malware, and I've checked all these out. They're all some kind of form of malware. There's 2,465 in there. These weren't selected in any special way. I used multiple different scanners, virus total, anything to analyze them, and got rid of all the ones that were very questionable if they were or not. Ah, crap. I know what happened. For some odd reason, now normally when you install Komodo, it should turn this off, and I don't know why it didn't in this installation. It should turn Windows Defender off. Well, if it doesn't, do it. I don't like it, and it takes up resources. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpack this. We'll scan with Komodo, get rid of all the stuff that it does find. We'll just kind of give us a quick idea of what it does find. These are from today, the 30th. So they're as new as I could get them. I can't get them any newer than this. So anyway, give me a second here to let it unpack, and I'll be back. Alright, so I unpacked everything here. There's 2,465 pieces of malware, some kind of malware. Applications, system files, blah blah blah, bunch of stuff. Alright, so first we're gonna scan this. Now, the one thing I did learn from Komodo is if you do a right click and scan, it scans with signatures, but it doesn't scan with the cloud because it tends to be slow. So, you know, if you want your scans to go fast, don't enable cloud scanning. If you want to be more thorough, enable cloud scanning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new scan. If you want to use cloud scanning, this is the way you do it. Oops. Give it a name, something generic like 1, and we'll scan. So I'll be back when this is done. Alright, so I finally finished scanning. Found a bunch of stuff. And we're going to clean them all, so everything's going to go to quarantine. It took about 34 minutes to scan. We'll see how long it takes to put everything in a quarantine. Shouldn't be too bad. And then we'll see what we have left over. Alright, so it finished putting everything in a quarantine here. And let's see, we got 310. That's not that bad. Let's see, 2465. That's surprising. It normally never does this well with 0-day malware. It's usually in the 75% range. Alright, so now let's enable the security setup. Make sure everything's back on. And now let's run some files, just like we normally do. We'll pick, I don't know, 15. Okay. Not sure what that is. That one wants .NET 4. Well, I don't have .NET 4. Alright, this more than likely has some kind of adware. We shall see. we'll just sandbox things that are given the opportunity to sandbox. Alright, it's trying to connect to the internet. Well, we'll let it. You know what I forgot to do is scan for doubles. I always forget that. Yeah, you can see this one's putting in a... It's trying to download and install some adware. Alright, this is interesting. Explorer.exe is running in sandbox. Oh, there's one with a Kaspersky icon. Oh, that one got detected. And cloud behavior. So the cloud here's another one. Here's one with an opera icon. Interesting. Here's one with an AVG icon. That one got detected. I don't know how many I've done so far. We'll do a couple more, I guess. Alright. So far I haven't had to answer any really hard questions. I've had to sandbox or internet access. No weird COM interfaces or anything like that. See, this is all internet. And we'll do one more from down here. I don't know, we'll do this one. Now it looks like it's installing Real Player, and along with this thing. Okay, that's a little confusing. To open up Defense Plus and get rid of whatever that thing is. So there's a lot of unknowns here. Alright, well, we got rid of that thing. Alright, so what I'm going to do now to clean out the sandbox is, let's see, I'm going to get rid of all this and I'm going to reboot the computer. So I will be right back. Alright, so back here, and let's see if we got anything weird running in memory. No, everything looks okay in memory. So what we're going to do now is, forget to get my testing tools. So I'll grab those and just do a quick scan with Malwarebytes and just to kind of see if there's any crazy stuff left over, because this isn't really a test of Komodo yet, more just a testing of my security. So let me pause and I'll be back with the results from Malwarebytes. Alright, so did a scan with Hitman Pro. I'm still waiting on, I paused Malwarebytes for a second, and looks like there's just some leftover stuff in the downloads folder from Dragon, and I think the issue was that I closed Dragon without hitting the discard button, is where I think the problem came from. So some of these got detected and didn't get erased completely. I remember these two. Yeah, see. Alright, so let us continue with the Malwarebytes scan. Alright, so the full scan finished, and I found two things. So it looks like we got a couple of registry key malware traces here. And let's see, they have something to do with this extreme rat. And that's really the only thing that's left over. And I have not done a scan with Komodo at all, so I doubt it would have found these, mainly because it doesn't do too well at finding registry key changes. But it's still not bad. So anyway, that's what I use for security. Why don't you guys, if you are interested, try it out. Let me know how you like it. And that's it. Everybody take care and have a good night.